Welcome back. You're watching SA Today with me, Unati Bagyasha. Let's continue here now. The low number of learners enrolling for maths and science in the Northwest is causing concern. The Provincial Education Department says the province has the smallest number of learners taking these subjects. Nationally, research shows that less than 30% of all matric students take maths and only half of them pass their exams. Now, let's discuss this further. We're now joined by Northwest Education MEC Viola Motsumi. MEC, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, talk to us about some of the concerns behind the decline in maths and science uptake in the province and what your department is doing to address this.
No, good day, Unati, and also let me take this opportunity to greet viewers who are currently watching this interview. Unati, the sad reality about us in the Northwest Province is that compared to other provinces, statistics and reports have confirmed that Northwest is one of the provinces that is not doing good in terms of enrollment of learners who are doing math and science. As the Department of Education, we have done our own assessment to check for actually what might be the contributing factors where learners don't have interest of doing math and science. It's not like learners don't have interest per se, but there's this perception that maths and science is one of the subjects that are difficult compared to other subjects. That is why they resort going to do maths literacy than doing your science, then they go to do other subjects. So what I have picked up as the MEC of Department of Education in the Northwest Province is that I've realized that actually our organizational structure in the Northwest does not speak to the needs, our educators and our principals at the level of schools, because this is where service delivery is being delivered as a Department of Education. I've made some comparison. If you look at your primary schools versus your secondary schools, we have been using high schools as an instrument that determines whether we are performing or not focusing on the primary schools. So I've just realized that even when it comes to issues of subject advisors, remember the role and responsibility of subject advisors are very clear and straightforward, is to provide necessary support to the educators. They must be closer to educators. They must identify challenges that our educators are encountering at the level of our schools. So I've just discovered that in terms of our organizational structure, for example, subject advisors responsible specifically for primary schools. You are having a subject advisor dealing with both intermediate phase together with your senior phase. And you know, for the work, they are overloaded in terms of workload. We have just discovered that out of 100%, one can say 99.9 of our subject advisors are not covering their scope at the end of the year. So we are addressing that particular matter because it disadvantaged our educators at the level of schools. That is why they are unable to provide quality education when it comes to math and science. You look at the level of primary schools, in terms of the results, our learners are performing good. But when they reach the grade 9 and grade 10 to another phase, it becomes a problem. It's when they don't understand mathematics. That is why
MEC,
they ended up taking a decision to say that because they want to pass.
MEC, allow me to interject there, please. Your line is quite bad, and I want to just get in this question. So we saw in the matric class of 2022, Northwest acquired 79.8%, which was a slight improvement of 1.6% from 2021. With all this and the problems that you are having and what you are noticing, particularly from grade 9, how confident are you that in 2 or 3 months' time that the class of 2023 will perform better?
As I'm speaking to Unati, there are intervention measures that we are implementing as the Department of Education of making sure that indeed come November, when they start with their final examination, our matriculants are ready to write those particular the final examination, and they make sure that they pass. I can confirm that we have started during our June camps. I've managed to I managed to visit some of the camps across the province here. The educators are committed. Even the learners are confident because at least this year we've managed to give them more time and more resources, unlike other academic years. So I'm confident that definitely based on the intervention measures that we are implementing now from now on, we are ready for our the final examinations, and then we are definitely sure that even those that were underperforming schools, we have clustered them separate. We are giving them more attention than other schools, and I can prove in this interview that our Saturday classes are on course. We are not experiencing any challenges in terms of that. Even campings in our schools, let's all indeed they are going to yield a positive result at the end. So I'm confident compared to last year. At least I can see that we have registered progress in terms of making sure that we put more efforts and more resources when it comes to our matriculants.
MEC, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it. Confident MEC there, Northwest Education MEC Viola Motsumi, saying that she is confident that this year's results will be better, even though the low number of learners enrolling for maths and science in the Northwest province is a cause for concern.